Patch 8.11 is on the horizon and brings quite some interesting changes to the Duelist meta in Valorant. So buckle up, Reyna and Raze mains, it might be time to start an affair with ISO or Neon. Let's start off with our Mexican queen Reyna, who has received some nerfs and some buffs. The biggest nerf for sure is her Devour ability healing being decreased from 100 max to 50 maximum healing. There are some slight buffs here too to make up for that, since her healing time is reduced from 3 seconds to 2 seconds, and if you're overhealed, the overheal no longer decays. So if you're able to get clean kills without taking too much damage, this works in your favor now. Her dismiss got changed as well. You now have less time to move around while being invulnerable. It's reduced from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds, but therefore you move faster. 9.1 meters per second got buffed to 12 meters per second, and I gotta say, you do move really fast now while in Reyna's E. There's one more buff to Reyna, as now her ult doesn't decay anymore after a certain time without getting a kill. Instead, your ult lasts until you die or the round ends. So overall, I think Reyna is weaker now, and you don't have the luxury anymore of basically always healing yourself to full HP, but she should still be playable and excel at what she's meant to do. In case you do decide to switch up your agent pool and try out something new this patch, I would highly recommend to check out our free improvement tool Insight, because here you get an overview on key stats as well as your performance on different agents and maps. Our spider chart breaks your gameplay down into 6 main metrics, and you can also look at this agent specifically. With our recommended content, you can then improve quickly, everything for free. Link to Insight is down below in the description. Raze received some slight nerfs to her satchels. When blast packing to fly around, you don't gain as much horizontal velocity anymore, and you can feel that you're flying around a little bit slower. Satchel explosion also makes louder noise now, so that it can be heard from further away. So overall, this should give a little bit more counterplay to satchel entering Razes, which is okay in my opinion. Also, her satchels now don't damage you anymore and don't knock you back when you destroy them. The best Razes have gotten really good at throwing out satchels in gunfights after getting the first kill or after jiggle peeking someone, and that made fighting back really hard. Now you have some more counterplay if you're able to quickly destroy the satchel and then continue fighting. Raze should still remain strong because the core of her kit stays the same. She's still got that nade, still got her ult, and is just a powerhouse for close quarter combat. But it's not only the nerfs to these two agents that might make you want to switch. It's mainly the buffs to other duelists, namely ISO and Neon. For ISO, his kit stays the same, with one major difference to his double tap shield that you can now instantly activate by pressing E. So basically, you can always enter the first gunfight with your shield on if you time it well, which is a crazy buff. You can activate it before ulting as well, and then always enter your ult with the shield, which gives you a major advantage. This is really strong for entering sites and peeking angles first against an operator, so ISO might become much more viable now. You can still reactivate your shield by hitting the little target after getting a kill, and you only have one charge of double tap now, but it resets after getting 2 kills, so altogether you can really go crazy on ISO now, pretty much always be shielded and take out one guy after another. Doesn't sound too fun to play against, and let me tell you what also doesn't sound fun to play against either: Neon. Like, come on, right? I already felt like I had iron aim whenever a Neon slides around me or kills me in her ult, and now you decided to further buff her speed? I don't really feel that at all. Anyways, basically with Neon you now draw your gun faster when sliding, so you can shoot during the slide already, and you don't have any movement error during the slide, so these bullets are also fully accurate. Additionally, your side-to-side strafe is not reduced in speed anymore while you're in her E high gear, and her max sprint speed is increased from 6.73 meters per second to 9.11 meters per second, and you get 2 slide charges now. Man, at least her stun is being reduced from 2 charges to 1, but it now stuns a little faster and longer, and her wall lasts shorter, reduced from 6 seconds to 4, but therefore its dissolve duration is increased from 1 second to 2 seconds. Not sure what this is about exactly, but it's safe to say that Neon is a pretty crazy agent now, and you can really entry on people. If you're able to get those mechanics down and master a movement, you will be a menace to the enemy team. Speaking of movement, no matter matter if you're playing Neon or not, mastering movement is a pretty important skill to have in Valorant, so I have linked you a guide for that on screen now. You should watch that one next, and I'll see you there.